All right. We out here, baby. How we doing? How is everybody? If you're feeling pumped up, make some noise. Woo! All right. We got the energy happening up in here. Do a little dance, a little shoulder shrug, stretch out, get ready for the day. Just drop the kiddos off at school. I'm going to hit frickin' Trader Joe's, get some food, get some cans of tuna. It's going to be good, baby. Keeping it positive, positivity. I was just having some coffee with one of my best mates the other day, and we were talking about the turn of phrase, I just need a win, or, needing wins or getting the wins, measuring the wins when they happen. Especially in the music business, this could be something that keeps you rejuvenated and can kind of fill you up when you get those occasional wins, or hopefully those regular wins. It keeps you inflated in an otherwise discouraging kind of industry, a really challenging industry. Because this is one of those wacky industries where, the effort that you put in and the attention and the focus and the hard work that you put into it does not always result. It doesn't directly result in a positive outcome. It's not like I'm going to study my butt off and get straight A's and get a 4.0 and go to medical school and I'm going to be a freaking surgeon. And it's like a pretty straight up path. Like if you have the tools to do it, it'll happen. And in this industry, in music, it's like there are so many people with the tools. It's just so competitive and saturated that it really comes down to just like the luck and the timing and the network and the relationships, and like who you freaking ran into at the hi-hat that one night. The hi-hat's this great little bar in the northeast side of LA. It's kind of the crunchy indie rock hub, or at least it was when I moved here. Now I'm an old dad and I don't go out anymore, so I don't know what the hell is happening anywhere. But anyway, these little wins, getting a win. So my buddy was saying, I just need a win, man. And it had me thinking, like, I'm sure that he is speaking about like a big win, like getting a big placement or getting a big cut or a big payment. So it could be easy to get down. It could be easy to just start comparing yourself to others. You could be looking at the timer and thinking, man, I'm running out of time. And all of that could be really discouraging. But I think if you can reshape your framework into more of a positivity mindset, instead of getting overwhelmed by these big wins that may seem unattainable, and that really we don't ultimately have that much control over, and instead we can focus on these small wins every single day. Like today I got up and the coffee was just made. It was made. I had forgot if I got the coffee ready the night before. I'm that kind of guy. I get the coffee ready the day before. And I did, and it was ready. And I woke up and I just got to reach for the pot and I get to have a cup of coffee. It was incredible. That's a little win. I caught all green lights on the drive to drop off the kids at school today. That's a win. I mixed for a couple hours today and Pro Tools didn't crash once. I got an approval on a mix. We had rounds of notes, of course, I'm not unrealistic, but I got approval on the mix today. It wasn't like even the easiest path to get there, but like just getting an approval is so great. Oh, dude, here's one. I worked with a super, exceptionally new artist recently. And it was my first time, coming in and working with this artist. They have like maybe 4 or 5 songs out on Spotify. And the one that I mixed is the only song that's broken 1,000 plays. So this is so great for the artist. Even that, which may seem like a small milestone to so many of you, breaking 1,000 plays, like this was that artist's new personal best. And that's my new personal best with that artist. And as a debut collaboration together, me and this artist working together, like we broke all expectations. And it would seem that what we created together is really strongly resonating with the fans. These are all examples of like little wins. These are things you can just latch onto and be stoked about. And here are the advantages of little wins. Little wins just light you up with joy throughout the day, but you got to take the time to acknowledge them, right? You got to even just state the intent out loud. Like, that's a win. That's a win. I'm taking it. That's a win. Some people will create these massive to-do lists, just basically filled up with nothing, like fluff, like go to the bathroom, make breakfast, you could fill up a to-do list, and by halfway through your day, you have some sort of sense of accomplishment. You're like, man, I've really been productive. And over time, it allows you to gain momentum and really become more productive. And I think it's the same with positive thinking. When you can gain momentum with little wins, it also can help with your confidence and imposter syndrome. It's like, I got to get out of the fast. I'm yapping. I'm in the fast lane and people are trying to pass me. It can really help with the imposter syndrome. You know, you might start to feel like, man, I'm really taking note of all of the things I'm doing right. I'm experiencing a lot of like micro successes, and it can really help you start to feel great. And it just makes everything more fun. It makes the entire journey better when you have a smile on your face. You're finding reasons to be happy. You're finding reasons to be joyful, even when facing adversity, even when you're challenged in a process. Plus, it's our job as service providers to help enable artists and empower artists and encourage artists and oftentimes inspire them as well. Doesn't mean we're going to be kissing their butts or anything, but like, if we can be there and just like lay out a good atmosphere, a good environment, and that seems obvious, but I really don't see it being practiced all that often. I see a lot of negativity, and there's a wacky attitude going on. I think that's the way to be, man. We don't want to be an Eeyore. The kids watch Winnie the Pooh and read the Winnie the Pooh books. We want to be an Eeyore over there, just grumpy. It's no fun to be around. Plus, when you're like that, your brain literally is closed off to accepting new ideas, and it's closed off from its fullest potential. And by being in that mindset, you're going to close yourself off to opportunities, maybe without even knowing it. Think about it. If Eeyore hadn't had his head up his ass this whole time, he would have recognized that Piglet freaking dug him, dude. They could have had some little donkey Piglet babies. Something to think about. Second part of this big monologue I wanted to get in. Having that positivity makes the journey so much better, right? Everybody has that quote that it's about the journey, not the destination. And that's freaking exactly what it is. Especially when you're dreaming about those big wins, the big moments, getting a Grammy, getting a gold record plaque and platinum plaque, freaking getting a big check, maybe doing your first major label mix or working with a big artist, whatever it might be. It's incredible to think of it this way. The anticipation is the reward. So, for example, we've been grinding all year, working really hard, long days, my wife and I, and the kids going to school. We've all been really focused and tapped in, but we haven't taken a vacation. We're taking a vacation this next week. We've had it booked for a couple months, but it's not all about just getting there, living out the vacation, and then it's over, and that's it. That was the only time to be happy about it. The last couple months, every single day, day in, day out, like every hour, I've been daydreaming, fantasizing about this vacation. Like thinking about it, envisioning cooking with my family and holding hands with my wife while our kids run on the beach in Santa Barbara. It's going to be beautiful. And every day, every time I think about it and anticipate that reward and that destination, it brings me joy. It releases some dopamine in my freaking brain. I feel good, and it helps me grind through it. It helps me push through and power through even amidst adversity and amidst kind of challenging situations. So like, take it like maybe getting a Grammy or getting a hit song. Like now we can use that, we can visualize that, and we can romanticize it, envision it, and use visualization to sort of manifest what this is going to be like, right? And then you do it over and over and over. You don't have to wait to be excited. Freaking be excited now. Like, I'm knocking out all these small wins that are getting in the way. I'm getting all the small wins out of the way because those are paving the way. Those are making me a happy person, making me clear, making me complete, so that I'm opened up and I'm in the right headspace to be prepared to take on the opportunity that's going to lead to the big one and to get there. And then, to be honest, when you get there and you get the freaking Grammy, it's like, wonderful. Okay. But then within like a few minutes, it's like, okay, it dies off. And then the hunger kicks back in, and then you're ready. And you're ready for the next thing. And then you keep on pushing, baby. You keep on pushing, then you go for the next one. You just keep paving the way for more and more and more wins. And the beauty of getting more wins is it makes you more happy, and then you can be happier, and it spreads, it's contagious, and then you're happier to everybody around you. We make the world a better place that way. We make better sounding music, we make the world a better sounding place. It all ties together. So yeah, dig in on the stuff that's working for you. Keep track of the wins. Acknowledge the wins. Acknowledge other people's wins too. We want to surround our friends and colleagues. We want to be someone pleasant for them to be around. We also want to be conscientious about surrounding ourselves with non-toxic individuals. The people that don't have the Mr. Yuck sticker all over their face. Because being around that toxicity, it can wipe you out, man. I think by the time this video airs, I should have some mixed content coming out, some videos and some stuff, and we have some new plugins too, some really, really exciting plugins. So, all right, y'all. Wishing you the best. Happy mixing, happy music making. We'll talk soon, okay? Peace.